Rexon always calls them a flying chili. Red-billed hornbill, the yellow-billed hornbill, the flying banana, we see a lot more often, or a lot more common out here. Just again to show that it's very hot. If you look at this bird, you see the beak is open the whole time. Also just helping to keep itself a little bit cooler. See how the tail is being used for balance. Quick look here. Good news. This track's definitely in the last couple of hours. So again, no promises, but they were walking down the road and then they cut through into the bush, basically straight towards Treehouse Dam. And considering how hot it's been, I think we might have a bit of a chance of maybe finding them there or finding them close by. So might find some rhino in the next bit. Just keep our eyes open. A lovely mix of animals there. The whole bunch of water bucks. This female we saw back there on her own should be catching up with them just now. And a bit of a strange configuration, just two zebras. It's not all that typical, normally at least 4 or 5 of them together, but maybe it's just it looks like 2 stallions actually. Difficult to see from here, but it looks like 2 males. Maybe they're just cruising around a bit. We often talk about how visually stunning zebras are, but look at those waterbuck. I mean, those markings, it's a characteristic that certainly makes them stand out. I think anyone that's seen them once from behind always recognize them again. There they are. I'm just going to stop here for now. They seem a little bit aware of us, and also Ephraim and them are sitting there. We don't want to disturb the sighting. They found them. And these are the tracks we found earlier. These runners have walked 1 or 2 little S-bends, and I think Ephraim and them went walking for a bit. That's how they found them in here. Fantastic. It's always good to see these prehistoric looking animals. White rhinos. Look forward to the day we see our first black rhino out here. Saw some tracks quite a few months ago, so they do come through here very occasionally, but 99.9% of the time you'll see white rhinos here when you see rhino. That's it. That's it. Oh, fantastic. Look at that wide mouth, also known as square-lipped rhino, and you can see a perfect example of one busy grazing. These guys are specialized grazers in the sense, put it this way, specialized bulk grazers. Now, they don't eat specific parts of the grass. They're quite indiscriminate as to which parts of the grass they eat, but got those wide fleshy lips designed like big lawnmowers essentially. Awesome. Beautiful faces as well. If you look at the size of the eye there compared to the size of the head, compared to the size of the animal for that matter, just again, clear sign that they don't have the best eyesight out in the wilderness. Then again, you don't need to. If you weigh the same as a big 4-wheel drive, the skin is so thick that once you're an adult, lions can't even bite through it if they wanted to. You don't need to see all that well. Oh, look at this. I'm struggling to see them. They're now going to walk right past us here. Amazing. Aubrey again. Well, yeah, keep coming before I can start hearing him over now. I'm probably almost straight west from you, another 80-100 meters maybe.
Oh, okay, cool.
Looks like they're all 4 bulls actually, the bachelor group. White rhinos don't have any specific or fixed social structure. You can sometimes see them in big groups. The most I've ever seen together was 11 or 13, something like that. Only things or any parts of it that's quite fixed is the female and the calf, obviously. Calf will stay with the mother anything from up to about 18 months to 2 years. And then basically as soon as the mother has the next calf, the older calf will leave, and then quite often, actually strangely or oddly enough, 3-4 months after the calf is born, the older calf will often join up with the mother again, especially if she's female. But in terms of your bulls, like we've got here now, can be quite random. The really big dominant bulls, they tend to be solitary, but again, even that is not fixed. They would allow other bulls to hang around within their area, within their home range, within their territory even, and sometimes even with them, as long as those other bulls stay submissive to them when it comes to mating opportunities. So very, very sort of easygoing, loose social structure with white rhinos. For the habitat, this is the kind of stuff that you can easily bump into them when you're walking. These thick riverbed areas or very lush bushy areas, the kind of place where you can suddenly bump into one, and that's where it can get very interesting. Quite quickly learn how buffalo can be short-tempered to something threatening or bothering them. Ah, this is amazing! Oh, it's trying to hide from us now, which I can totally understand, but Rob, have you seen it there? Huh? Awesome. That is tiny. I've never ever seen a little duiker that small. They're so surreptitious and shy. There it's coming out. Wow. This is certainly my highlight for the day. This is even better than this rhino if you had to compare this in terms of rarity of things to see. And as you can see, trying to hide. We'll try and have another look just now. I just want to see where it's going.
Yeah.
To the left. Left.
Left of the log, yeah.
There. And then it's just in... There it is.
There.
Where my fingertip is.
Oh, where your fingertip?
My fingertip. Right at my fingertip.
Oh, that's
There.
oh, there.
See, perfectly tucked away. It's got a little branch to hide behind, some thick grass. Could do a few years, spend years out here and never see a little guy like this. Grey duiker. Awesome. I'm not going to hang around it too much. We don't want to make it too nervous. But certainly for me a massive highlight seeing something just in terms of the rarity of this. Beautiful.